Welcome back to Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, and we are broadcasting from our studios at Capital Region International Airport. Where else, right? That way we can reach around the world easily. We have Julie Pingston on right now, and she has like 85 little acronyms here: CDME, CMP, CTA, but she is president and CEO of Choose Lansing. And Julie, let's start with that explanation, Choose Lansing. I haven't been introducing you that way very long. It used to be the old Convention and Visitors Bureau. So tell us about that rebrand.
Yes, I'm happy to talk about that rebrand. We launched our new name and all the imagery associated with it, from all the words of Greater Lansing Convention and Visitors Bureau, which is very governmentally and very long to say, to a very simple imperative of Choose Lansing. That's what we want our visitors to do when they're looking at destinations to visit, conferences to attend, or sporting events to participate in as amateur sporting athletes. So we spent a year doing a lot of research with a firm and came up with this Choose Lansing. And we know that we represent certainly more than just the city of Lansing. So we've tied something to it, calling Plan on Something Greater as a catch to that logo and name. And so that represents all of Greater Lansing and all the Mid-Michigan area that we promote. And it's been so well received that we are really pleased that the community has gravitated to it. Our industry feels very supportive of it. So we're looking forward to now in 2024, all the new ways we can get Lansing out there in the marketplace stronger with all this new look.
It's absolutely great stuff. And I have to tell you, someone who started like within the hour of COVID, you have put back on the map and done an admirable job. And we all appreciate it in the Mid-Michigan area. So Lansing just held its inaugural Tourism Accessibility Summit last Thursday. So tell us about that. And Jeff and I were both fortunate to be there, and it was pretty awesome.
Well, we thank you both for being there. It was something that we've been thinking about for a while, bringing the tourism and hospitality community together on one singular theme to really make a difference. And so we've been working on accessibility for our community, especially in our tourism spaces, for 5 or 6 years. We started with being sensory inclusive. All of our attractions here offer some kind of programming or special hours or something that makes it more accommodating for people to visit if you have neurodiversities. So we started there. Then we had that blip of the pandemic slow us down a little bit to meet our goals of really then moving forward with all accessibility, to make issues of mobility addressed here and understood a little bit more. If you look at it, that 1 in 4 people identify as having some sort of disability. So they can be hidden disabilities, they can be something that that we've already addressed with neurodiversities, or it can be low vision, low hearing, mobility. So there's so many avenues to make sure that people understand and be welcoming when guests come into their locations.
You know, you had a couple of great speakers there. The keynote speaker, Kristy Durso, national accessibility advocate, owner of Incredible Memories Travel. Tell us about her talk. It was really inspiring.
She is fantastic. She really can present accessibility and the challenge that someone faces in a very real way, in a very honest way, but in a way that educates and informs. So she came to town for 3 days. Actually, she spoke for only a couple. The summit was 2 hours, and she was there for that. But we also took her around the entire community, and she visited many of our attractions and then gave her perspective to those locations one-on-one. So when we took her to Impression 5 Science Center, who's done a great job with having a sensory room, addressing mobility issues, she was with them and gave advice and suggestions on how to be even better.
Hey, very quickly, Cathy Blatnik, treasurer of Mid-Michigan Autism Association, and Meegan Winters, founder of AbleVu. Tell me about their presentation, because they had a great discussion with the audience.
They did. So we had, obviously Kristy is a national speaker. She's from Texas. And so we wanted to have that local connection too of people that have done a lot of work on behalf of our community. And both Meegan and Cathy gave excellent perspectives on how far this community has come in the last 5 or 6 years as we've made it a focus for really to be welcoming to all. That's the ultimate goal. And so how do we do that? They've done a lot of great work putting tools together, doing education, creating opportunities. So we were glad that they could also share the stage and give some of the best practices that they've been involved with and really gravitated to this community.
Well, so let me ask you for your assessment. How is Lansing doing compared to other cities across Michigan?
I think we're doing really well. I get calls from other destinations around the state and around the country on asking how we've done what we've done, especially related to sensory inclusivity and travelers on the autism spectrum. So much so that I've spoken at national conferences and been a point person. Our destination has been named one of the top 3 destinations for those traveling on the autism spectrum, along with Mesa, Arizona, and Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So we're in really good company, and I think we're one of the leaders, and I'm really proud of that.
Unbelievable. You've done a great job, and now you're making our great community accessible to even more. We appreciate the work you've done. Julie Pingston, President and CEO of Choose Lansing. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
You've been watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.